Yeah, you guys went and retrieved the Eyes of Lekabon from the mines, and when you came up, you guys started investigating to see if you could foil Derek Deshar's plan to blow up the town, looking for TNT with specifically the abilities of your new member Jericho. But when he couldn't find really set up in town, you guys decided to go talk to Derek Deshar. Coming to Derek Deshar, uh, with the deception that you guys did not have the eyes and had not talked to Michael yet. You had Jacob decide to take action through violence, and when things went down, Fiora flipped sides and held Jacob down and revealed the truth to Derek Deshar. Everything came to an all out brawl. Through the brawl, Jacob was knocked out and retrieved by Fiora, and they escaped to the woods through the north, up into the mountains. Um, Now, Fiora, are you there?
Hello. I should have got my mic unmuted the whole time. Yes. Hello.
So Fiora, you guys ran north up into the mountains. There's a little path. I'm gonna draw it a little bit for you. I'll just have to make sure to erase it before anyone else sees it. Oh, are you in Roll20 yet?
I am actually. Oh wait, not the game actually.
I was about to
Whoops.
say I
Wait.
see Jacob Wood, but no Fiora Rashad. Or Fiora.
The
What?
wood is
I
here.
have so many different names. I think it's Fiora Royce this time.
Rashad is the one I've memorized for the longest time.
Rashad is
hmm
a good. It's a good name.
I love that. It's actually based on my favorite rapper Isaiah Rashad. So I
Nice.
made it. What was her fucking name? Her first name? Fiona. It was Fiona Rashad.
Mm.
Yeah. Where? Wait.
Fiona. Wait. Fiona. Fiora. Fayola was the first one.
Fiola Ross is her
Yeah.
actual name. Then it was Fiona Rashad, and then it was Fiora Royce.
Yep.
Jacob, I actually don't remember if you were ever there for the original description because that was session one. But in every different area of the United States, Fiora has to bring up a new ID because they're wanted like nationwide, but under different identities.
I do remember when you first swapped names. I wasn't there for the talking about it though.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So yeah, as you guys exit north, I'm just going to draw the path that he takes into the mountain range. It's right up through here. You guys have to trek a little bit up it, which by the time you guys reach here, the big man has snapped out of the confusion that was inflicted, and the masked lady has no problem gliding up it, along with Derek climbing. He's physically strong, but he's not acrobatic by any means, but he climbs up. Uh, and I'm not going to make you roll to
Is
climb
it
up.
using his ability? How's he doing it?
He,
I just want to know.
you do see some moments where it looks like he pushes on footholds that aren't there.
That's really cool, actually. Cool way to do it.
Mm.
Does
But
Jacob at all wake up while we're climbing?
I, uh, I
Or
will,
would he have to roll for that?
I will allow. You are 14 away. I'll allow a 1d20 roll, and if you get 14 or above, you can wake up. You are bound
Okay.
still, but you can wake up. 14 or
Oh,
above.
you're finally awake. Oh, you woke up.
Okay.
Too bad I have the other can.
Yeah,
Oh.
as you guys kind of, yeah, I was about to say, I made sure to track that. As you guys get up to here, at the crevice of the valley, you start to feel a little bit of movement arises. Jacob, you start to wake up. Imagine you have him on your back like a backpack.
Yeah,
Jacob.
but I probably don't notice it until he says something. Because we're like actively climbing right now.
Jacob is silent.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if anything, if I'm close enough to Derek, I might ask him a question if he responds.
Yeah, as you guys get up here, it looks like Derek takes a look back down into the actual valley, and speaks up. Doesn't look like they're pursuing further. We catch our breaths here.
Okay, cool. So what exactly was your plan back there if I couldn't keep him restrained? I'm only asking because I don't even know if that other guy is even like completely on your side anymore. It looks like he's trying to beat up your masked assailants.
Yeah, you see him kind of like shaking his head furiously, like, he looks
Are you okay?
me
I asked the
okay.
big guy. Oh, okay, cool. I was making sure because it looked like you were trying to kill her. I'm about to turn to the masked lady.
He doesn't understand words too well.
Okay, my apologies.
No, he's rather simple, but it looks like someone tricked him. If
I'll be honest, I didn't even know one of my teammates could do that. So, or I guess former teammates.
the plan, I look, I had a simple plan. Things got complicated and he kind of looks over at Jacob and taps his own temple. When my plan got embedded in someone's skull. Now, if we couldn't have gotten him now, we probably would have just fled the area. Only thing we could have done. No reason risking life and limb for something we can't accomplish, but he kind of looks down at himself. Doesn't look like we got too scraped up.
Well, on the other hand, they can't pursue us for a while. They're gonna need to take some time to recover. So we've got some time. I have another question for you, and I don't really know if you even have an answer yet, but for the gates of heaven, do you know where the key is?
He kind of looks up. You lot been here all 24 hours and figured out vast amount of information.
You know, we might not be good at the whole strategy thing, but we're really, really good at getting knowledge for some reason. We ask a lot of questions.
Well, I don't know where the key is exactly. I got my leads, but we can talk about that when we're someplace. And he again looks at Jacob, where we can speak in confidence.
Okay. I was only asking because the situation around that, even though it's different from what we're going through, is also getting dire. I was hoping. Ugh. It's not going to look good if that blows over.
If everything goes the way I hope it will, we shouldn't be in these mountains much longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like readjust Jacob like he is a backpack. You know, like what do you like kind of fix the what do you call them? The straps. Kind of like readjust Jacob a little bit. Like, oh, make sure you're nice and comfortable.
Jacob, when you get readjusted, like you're bruised and battered. You're at 1 HP, and like all the readjusting, your side, your ribs.
Groans.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, trying to make you more comfortable. That's my bad.
It's good.
Yeah, you wouldn't want me to be too uncomfortable, huh?
We're gonna head to the west side. We got a secret little base of operations over there. A few of my men. We can secure them there. No one else should know about that place.
It's gonna exactly help. We're gonna readjust one last thing.
Also,
and could I put like one of the chains that's around like his waist to move it up and like put it around his eyes so he can't see?
Yes, I
Okay,
will say,
cool.
Fiora, you do know the party knows about this place. You know, they don't know exactly where it is, but they do know that there's a secret place out to the west.
They don't know that we're there though.
Yeah, they don't know that, but they
do know about this place.
Yeah. Derek has no idea that they know about that though. But yeah, he kind of gestures after a few moments. Bread's caught. Let's head out. And intentionally staying on the outskirts of the opening of the valley, you guys tread a little ways through the mountains until you come outside of the map. And again, I don't have a preset map, so I will open up a new thing and draw for your
Oh yeah,
imaginations.
we got artist Chris.
Let me
Artist Chris.
move this over here real
Hang
quick.
this in the Louvre.
The Louvre. I don't know about no Louvre. I use a loofah. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, as you guys come out into the valley a little bit more, what you're gonna see is this is the outskirts of the mountains and a little bit down here. So, and then the path to the town goes right through there, and then you got water. Oop, the river, if I can draw it, it's coming
Can
straight
you
down.
either label or color code it? I already kind of forgot which line was which. I'm so sorry.
I'll do that.
Okay.
But let me get everything drawn out. He kind of brings you guys out from over here where I just circled, back into the valley, a little ways down the path. This is back towards where y'all actually have your circus setup going on.
Oh
And,
shit! So it's kind of close to where we were.
it's about probably halfway between the town to the circus setup. As you guys come down the hill, you guys quite literally just round it back over to this little divot in the valley right here. And through the divot, there is a little like cave on the other side, and into the cave. It's not anything big. There's not a whole lot of guys here. It's just like pretty much a single room covered from the outside. It looks like some cloth has been put up in front of the door to mask it a little bit to blend in with the environment.
Ooh,
Uh,
okay, smart.
and inside there's bare minimum what people need to survive. You see like some cases and crates, presumably like food supplies and stuff like that. About four more guys in the room here itself, along with a bunch of just sleep rolls. Nothing fancy. There is a wooden table, uh, and as soon as Derek kind of leads way and opens up the cloth into the little uh, fucking cavern, immediately met with another man saying, "Who, who is that?" And then a lantern lights the room. As soon as he sees Derek, he kind of straightens up and goes, "Oh, wasn't expecting you, sir." And Derek goes, "Get that damn light out of my fucking eyes." And the man quickly complies and puts the lit light on the table. And you do see when you come in here, there is one other room. Uh, and it's actual, looks like a makeshift wooden door, just that can swivel back and forth, no lock or anything. Um, and he swings it open, and you see, looks to be completely empty. There's some chains inside it, with some cuffs that are attached to the chains. It looks to be a holding cell.
Oh, so you were like expecting to do this?
We're expecting to take any valuable prisoners that pass by.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you had that much foresight. You're already playing. Okay, cool. I like it.
And I guess we got valuable prisoner number one right here.
Jacob spits.
I, I will say he just kind of like sidesteps it. Go ahead, vote him in there.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of switch him from the chains to the other chains. But technically, no, I don't want to be the one to say this, but there is a moment where I'm switching him from chains to chains. Does Jacob try anything?
No.
Oh damn. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, I switch him from chains to chains then.
Yeah. As he gets locked up to the cuffs in there, uh, I you see that Derek hasn't entered the room with you. He actually kind of stepped off to talk with some of the men that were being stationed there,
Okay.
and talk with the masked lady specifically. So you are technically relatively alone with Jacob. Like, if you guys talk at normal volume, some people might overhear you, though. I'll say that.
So, that didn't go as planned for you, huh?
Jacob is just staring Fiora down.
I know I picked an awkward time to talk, but you didn't even want to hear me out. Like, I wouldn't have restrained you or anything if you just let me finish what I was saying, but it seems like you didn't care to let me finish. And I know that sounds selfish, but for the longest time I've been keeping quiet and not saying anything when it happens, but this time it didn't feel right.
And over the longest time, I thought you were the strongest one of us. I didn't know you'd be so weak.
If there's one thing that you had going for yourself, it was always you and Victor and Cadence who were telling me I was stronger than I really am. And I always told you guys every single time that I try, but I'm not like y'all. I don't think I ever was. I'm not built to be as heroic as y'all.
Fiora, what you don't understand, every single one of us has the same damn fears you do. The difference is we just keep trying.
The same fear, if you don't acknowledge it, I'm at least challenging my fear head on by making this hard choice that will lead towards a lot of regret and suffering, but change in the long term. I think that's challenging fear.
Hard choice ain't always a good one.
You see Derek
No.
kind of steps in behind you, Fiora. He isn't interrupting, but he is in the room now.
I honestly think I don't even notice because I'm so like focused on talking to Jacob. So I keep going and say like, you always looked at me and Hale and told us, harped on us, you and Victor, never to pick the violent option first, that we have to try to talk things over and go for a peaceful path. But ever since that kid, from before Solus Runda, or today with Derek, you always pick the rash choice when that's the wrong one. Is that not making a hard choice and it was wrong? Are we not both hypocrites in the same way? Now, you could see me as absolutely worse as a person. I understand that. But you are not free from that guilt either.
I ain't blaming you for making a bad choice. Every person does. I have. Victor has. Hale has. I am gonna blame you for the state I'm in, though.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I tried to get you guys to run away, though. I was holding you back. I didn't lay a finger on you. But, I don't know, you kept running at Derek. You saw how he whipped my ass, right? I know the wolf form is crazy, but... Man, I think when you're in it, you're just not thinking straight.
I've never known you to be one to run. And I assume you think the same of us.
I would have ran if you're going to protect the eyes at least. Because I was bigger than any one of our lives, right? That is the truth. Even if we were on the same team still. If Hale had the eyes, I'll tell him to run and leave us behind. Even if it meant we all died. If I had the eyes, I'd fucking hate it, but I would have ran. But I didn't. After the rings, I honestly don't want to deal with another one of these cursed items.
Oh, leave me be. But when they rip these eyes out of my head, I want you to be looking at me.
think it would have changed if it was Hale. I mean, it had to have been one of us, right? That's the position we put ourselves in. That's the mission that you have for your team.
I know what I have to do.
Let's see if you have the strength to do it. Talk about
Jacob.
strong, we talk about weak, but when it comes down to those final crucial seconds, that's what makes someone. And so we'll see for you and I.
Yes,
Hey, little bird. Hear Derek kind of chime in, address you, Fiora. Why don't you go
I didn't know
ahead
you were there the whole time.
Why don't you go ahead and get to know the guys in the other room? I got some words to talk with him. And I won't hurt
Okay.
him.
Oh, I was about to make a comment too. I trust you. And then I'm gonna leave the room. Give Jacob one last look.
Yeah. He makes sure the door shuts behind you,
Okay.
and he has a lantern with him, which is the only light in the room. And he kind of comes in front of you, Jacob. He comes down to a squat, and then lets his legs come out from under him and lands on his ass as he settles down on the ground in front of you. He pulls out a little flask, opens it, smells it, and then gestures for you to take a sip.
Jacob looks at it and looks at him.
He cocks his eyebrows up and then retracts the flask and takes a big sip and then stashes it away. So, you willing to talk now?
What's there to talk about? You got what you wanted.
What I want is your compliance.
I don't see what difference it'll make when you rip these things out of my head.
I don't have to rip them out if you comply. See, where I see it, at the end of all this, we want the same thing. At least here in Respite we do. We want Lekabon to just play her part in the embrace. You might want her to go there to stop it all from happening, but for the moment we have the same goal. Is that not true?
I think my goal currently should be getting the fuck out of here.
That ain't happening.
I'd say not.
I reckon right now I have no reason to kill you. I don't even know if carving those out of your skull will keep them intact. I'm not looking to risk the eyes unless I have to. And I'm sure you will make sure I don't have to, right?
We'll see. Depends on a lot of things.
Like what? You seem real mad at me. What are you mad about?
What shouldn't I be mad about? Got me chained up to the wall.
Only
Drug me
because you
out
tried
here.
fighting. I
We're gonna
unchained you,
blow
you
up the
start
whole
fighting.
damn town.
Now, this might not make it any better for you, but it was a bluff. I needed a hand on you guys and figured threatening some lives would do that. And just as I predicted, you brought me the eyes.
Any man who threatens the weak, I don't think I could break bread with that man.
And you've never threatened anyone weaker than you.
No one innocent.
What defines innocence in your lexicon?
Oh, I ain't gonna pretend to be all high-minded and know what all is right and what all is wrong.
I mean, no one does. So, no matter what, you threaten someone weaker than you, which seems to be the problem that you have with me. The only difference is what your end goal was. And if your end goal was benefited by threatening them, what I did is what I would do again.
Fact is, you threatened my family.
I didn't threaten them exactly. I just gave them encouragement.
Call it what you will.
Again, what benefit do you get at being at my throat? I propose a way we could work together to take these knives out of our hands, and you just want to keep on holding it. You don't have to like me. I don't like you. I never will.
What is it about me you don't like?
You came into town flashing that badge first chance you had. I've seen men, gray beards like yours, flash badges just like that, more times than I can count. Each of them spouting about what's right and wrong like you do. And then they go on and beat someone like me. That's reason enough for why I don't like you. You
Don't
seem
worry,
to
Derek.
jump at the chance to hit me.
Don't
Now,
worry, Derek. I ain't doing. I ain't escaping out of here on my own.
this ain't about escape. I'm saying you help us willingly. If you ain't willing to do that, then you will be a prisoner. You got the tool I need. We're both looking to do the same thing with Lekabon. There ain't a reason for us to fight right now. And the only reason we'd have a fight is if you give me one. Silence.
I think I like these chains.
I'll give you some time to reconsider. He stands up and walks out of the room. During that conversation, Fiora, would you have actually gotten to know anyone, or what do you think Fiora was doing? Fiora?
I'm on push to talk. Damn.
Oh.
I think I would have tried to talk to Mask Lady and get to know her better if she's willing to talk.
Oh, yeah, so, like, you kind of see her. She is standing pretty much right beside the flap to the entrance. Pretty much just kind of standing there, not a little blankly, not really actively doing anything.
Wow, were you the girl who used that sniper rifle and killed that guy in the bar? You're hella fast. Just gotta say.
She doesn't really even flinch at your approach. She doesn't seem to respond to your words either.
I figured small talk doesn't really work in this environment. That's fair. But hey, I hope I don't get in your way in the future. If that means anything.
You hear one of the guys that he's like sitting up in his bedroll. You guys kind of came in when it seemed like a couple of them were resting.
Oh shit.
And
Whoops.
he kind of sits up and go and lets out. That one doesn't really talk.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. We all got our things that make us unique. Cool.
She's a little bit more than unique, but and he kind of looks at you and uh, inquisitively.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I recognize you though.
Oh well. I'm not from around here, but I'm kind of new to this cause. Let's say I'm unique in a very similar way like her, just not as unique. For one, I don't sleep, so sorry about waking you up.
He kind of looks at you. Not many of us do.
Oh, that's good actually. I didn't realize there are many more of us out here.
Obelisk doesn't really recruit ordinary folk.
Obelisk. Ooh. Okay. Well, if you're following a ragtag group of lucids, um, causing trouble from Phoenix North, um, sorry about that.
Hmm.
That was my old group.
I don't know anything about that. You see this man in the dim light of the room. He has kind of
Mhm.
like, it looks like this man's probably been in a lot of fist fights throughout his life. His nose is crooked. One of his eyes droops a little bit lower than the other. And he it looks like he keeps a shaved head with like a patchy beard. Barely could even be called a beard. Uh, and as he's kind of sitting up and talking, I've been assigned here for months now. So you just came from, you said Phoenix?
Yep, we're kind of on the same exact quest that Derek is on, except different motives. I actually don't even know what my group wanted to do. They just wanted the embrace to happen, but not actually happen. Derek at least has a motive to use it.
He
So,
he kind of looks at you a little bit confusingly. I suppose everyone in Obelisk has a different end goal.
yeah, but imagine looking at that power, and even if you're going to do something wrong or right with it, and just saying, no, eh. And that really didn't sit well with me.
He asks, "Do you know what Obelisk is doing? Do you know what we are? You just
Well,
I know you're
we.
fresh meat, but you seem a little out of the loop."
I knew about the Harbingers, I knew about Obelisk, but I'm not going to lie, I get them mixed up all the time. You guys are the ones that want all the different artifacts, right?
That's what we used to be.
Used to?
We used to be mercenaries, guns for hire, to specially powered folk that could get special work done.
Mm-hmm.
But our leader came with a new proposal. Started inviting a lot of fresh faces in recently. Whole lot of people have been jumping ship and joining us. I suppose you might be one of those folk now, but I guess you don't know the big draw in, do you?
Um, honestly, I thought I did, but if it's something else, I'd love to hear.
Well, it's simple. Every individual is working under individual goals, but we're devoted to working together to get to a certain end point. as soon as the hubrises and all this nonsense is put together, there can only be one that stands at the precipice to change things.
Yeah, I was about to mention, like, how are we gonna all have different goals if it's really Derek at the end, right?
At the end, it's not going to be us working together anymore. It's going to be whoever can claim it first. We're just here to work together to get to that point.
That actually makes a lot of sense. If anything, my other group was just doing the same thing except unaware of this contest and all working together instead. Like, for the sake of working together.
It's an organization unlike most. You can find cheery folk that are involved. You can find some maniacal folk. I like to think I fall somewhere in between.
I think no matter how much the naysayers will say about this group, I think this truly represents humanity and unity at its best, right? We all have our own differences, and if we work together, we could get anything done. At the end of the day, we have our own goals. Because we're human, right? It's just innate.
Well put. So tell me,
Now,
what's your goal at the end of this? What brought you to us?
well, I would say it's a very similar one to Derek. So if anything, when the time comes, I'll probably just stay by his side and offer my assistance. If he doesn't want me there by his side by the end of it, then that's different. But until that point, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with, right?
So your goal is another's.
My goal is only another's because it's most convenient for mine, right?
Well,
My goal vastly is different from his and my own party's. I want to use the embrace to just create humanity, but without labels, humanity without persecution for oneself. So that doesn't mean a weird world where like everyone's the same race, but like a world where everyone is their races, but no one gives a shit. I think that'd be amazing. That's obviously super different than Derek's side. I just haven't thought that much through yet. But until then, yeah, kind of my goal.
I don't know how well you know the man, but he's not an easy man to have his mind changed.
I know, I'm not necessarily thinking about changing his mind. I'm thinking about how much mine's going to change by then. I don't know. That's probably my biggest flaw is consistency. I don't got it.
Uh, he kind of gives you a smile with some crooked teeth. Well, if we see each other at the end, nothing personal.
Oh no, that's always part of the job. I've been a part of a lot of groups, so there's never hard feelings about it. I just backstabbed my previous one just before this, so
That's much like the obelisk spirit.
Eh. Is it by then that Derek walks
Oh
out of the
yeah,
room?
he kind of walks in and
Okay.
lets the door close behind him. Jacob, you're kind of consumed in darkness as soon as the door comes to a close.
Perfect time to talk to your agent.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And as he kind of walks in the room, he kind of looks down at the man that was talking to you. Yuri, you need to brush your fucking teeth. And then he kind of avoids attention from him and walks over to the masked lady. And he reaches in his coat and pulls out what looks to be some parchment. Bring this to your master. I don't have use for a dog like you around here. And she kind of bends her head, bows, and goes to leave the room.
Okay.
I
I kind of just like shrug my arms and lean against the wall and look at him. It's like, oh, am I next on the little quest line?
That's fine.
I don't know. I kind of just got here, so
He kind of looks at you, and he smiles a little bit. I'm just happy you made the right choice.
Well, me too. I just hope everyone else accepts me for making that choice. I mean, everyone here, not. I already know the situation with the others at this point.
You can't hope to make everyone happy with the choice.
See, my thing is after your little talk up the hill with me, it's just in a different world we could have been all working together. No need for it to be such a big deal.
Trust me, a year ago from now, I wouldn't have worked with anybody. And he kind of looks at Yuri like that. But this group has its points. No reason to fight. And we all have a common goal in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Something I hoped your friend in there would have recognized, but he doesn't seem to be easily swayed.
Now, the fact of the matter is, because it's stuck in him, is there a way to use the eyes while it's still in Jacob's head?
If we
I mean, they
got,
don't inexplicably have to be just eyeballs, right? Like outside of someone's head.
as far as I'm aware, if I put him in front of Lekabon, I'm sure he'll make her bend the knee rather than be obliterated by her. If I have to take him there, shackles, so be it. As long as he doesn't try to run or play games on us, there's no reason to get in there with a scalper.
Well, there's no reason, like, he would kill Lycabon, because even when we're on the same side, he didn't want to do
Kill her.
that.
We're not looking to kill her.
No, I'm saying because he has the eyes themselves, he has a little bit more control than we do. But thankfully, at least in that department, I don't see him doing much else but the same thing we're gonna do.
Well, he kind of shuffles a little bit. I suppose the next steps, we got the gates of heaven locked on us. I got a friend up there in the home front. Don't suppose you know any archangels, do you?
Well, I would say the unfortunate thing is that we did as a collective group. I didn't, unfortunately. Well, I have contract. It's just not necessarily an archangel. I'm still not quite sure what my contact is. I'll be honest.
Angels
But I
don't deal
do.
in contracts.
So that's the devil. Whoa,
Devils.
this kind of
He kind of.
news to you, but Jacob has an angel contact.
He kind of squints at that, and he kind of looks at you. And he says, "If you made a devil contract, you would know it was a devil. They don't. They don't pitter patter around words. They make sure you're aware."
I just kept getting confused because the thing I remember the most are the bladed wings. I had a very traditional view on Christianity,
He
and
he does raise his eyebrows at that, but he kind of. We'll talk more about this later.
okay.
Don't want to dismiss you, but sensitive years are around.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be saying this stuff out loud anyways, you're right.
We'll talk later tonight. We gotta rest here before we move on. Now, can you think of any way to make your friend more open to suggestion before we move out tomorrow?
When his mind is set on something, even if it's a stubborn viewpoint, it's pretty damn set, especially when it's on killing someone. And so I think the only thing he's dead set on doing is killing you. So it'd have to be one of your subordinates or something having a way to have some kind of pressure on him to keep him in check.
I don't like to rely on mind muddling effects. Not trustworthy when it comes down to it.
That's fair. I just think without some kind of violence that he's not going to be swayed.
I can use violence.
That might have to be the last resort, if anything. But I already tried talking to him before you came into the room. It didn't really seem like he was going to budge. Which is unfortunate. This could be so much easier.
He does look at you. You're committed. You're committed to what I told you the cause is, right?
Yeah. Does this sound like me being non-committal?
No.
Oh, okay.
Before you weren't quite so ecstatic.
Well, before I thought that my group was everything, and now I realize that it isn't. And so they're really probably the only people holding me back. Not holding me back, but maybe that's the word I should use. I'm not sure.
Everybody in this world, if they're a person, they exist to let you down in one way or another.
And that's what really let me agree with you. Is even my perfect found family wasn't necessarily perfect, and at the end of the day, maybe necessarily not my family. I felt like I was just some stray let in the house. And people love strays, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's just, man, that was hard. I don't even know how to explain it. But I assume you felt that, but worse. So,
You could say that.
yeah. So that's why I'm trying not to think about it too much, because I'd much rather think about the goal at hand. Now, do you need help finding that Michael after we're all done, set, and rested?
At the end of the day, it ain't my
Oh, yeah, that wasn't
goal.
your goal. That's true.
I don't want to let down my partner. Especially one like him. Him being upset at you ain't gonna spell good for business.
Okay. Ben,
You
if
guys ever
you
fight?
still want to help him... Oh, wait, what's up?
You guys ever find out what he is?
Who?
My partner, Icarus. You guys knew his name.
We did know his name. We had two people run into him, but I wasn't actually on that adventure. I'd say they thought he was some kind of weird lucid.
His magic is different. All I can say, never get in his way.
Noted. I will not get in his way either, then.
Now, let's starve him out. Let him sit and mull in darkness. We'll come back in a few hours.
Is there any way that you can speed up breaking his spirit? Because he has a very strong, strong spirit.
Not without something he cares about.
That's fair. Okay, well, we'll see how much the darkness does. And his own thoughts.
Now, if you're looking to help out, I already got a job for you to do. 4 men have been running this outpost for months now. They're probably exhausted. If you want to go out and replace one of them, there should be one a few leagues past that is watching the road from the edges of the mountain. Take his shift, and you'll get in good with my men.
Okay. Especially if he's one of them sleepers, I'll definitely let him.
and he kind of nods, and he kind of walks up to the table and sprawls out a map from his coat, and he looks like he's set to do some kind of work tonight. But as you head out into the mountain, I want to ask Jacob, when you're sitting in the
Okay.
darkness alone, is there anything you do?
Is it like too dark to make a perception check of any kind?
I mean, you can always make a perception check. What are you trying to perceive exactly, though?
Just kind of checking out the chains, my restraints, my surroundings.
Yeah, you can. If you roll really well, you might even be able to hear the conversation that just happened.
Ooh,
Okay. It's the same. Is it the
JW.
same day?
Same
I still
day.
get my.
Oh,
I still get my +5.
That insight check, that little bonus, is working out so well this past day. Yeah, good job, Jericho. Whoops.
So I is 14. Always got to be better. 26. Cavalryman till the end. That'll be 42. Sharp-eyed. So 42 plus 14 is 56. Plus 5. 56 plus 5, 61.
Ooh.
risk of 20. I'll say 25 because it is pitch black, and if you succeed really well, that's when you get the being able to hear in the next room.
What was
You got this, Jacob.
25.
What was the 25?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's damp, it's dark, it's, natural form floor, and it's a little bit slanted, uncomfortable. You can't really lay down with how you're chained up. You hear a constant drip coming from the ceiling, probably melting snow that seeped through the cracks of the mountain. And you hear just a consistent constant sound in the room. You hear murmuring in the next room every now and then, but you can't make out what they're saying. The chains seem really sturdy. You can tell that it looks like this room can hold up to 3 people. It's not very big. And for the most part, the chains look newly placed in. They're bolted in to the stone itself. Looks like with large spikes or something. And the chains aren't very long, probably only about 10 very large links that are kind of tightened back to keep your hands against the wall.
Let's see.
The door, though, I did mention it when you walked in. There's no lock on the door. It just swings open and closed. It creaks a hell of a lot when it's opening and closing, though.
Okay.
Very secure door right there.
So, anything else you want to do?
I think that'll be. Well, actually, am I like both hands chained up?
Yes.
Did all of my stuff get taken?
Weapons. Would say probably. I'm gonna say logically, I'll ask Fiora let's say when they were first getting all of his stuff away from him. Would
You can
you
keep his vest on.
would you have told them about the can? I know you have the other can.
I wouldn't have told them about the can, and I would have also basically said, like, if they're trying to take off his vest, it's like, no, I mean, we have all of his weapons already, he's fine. Just so he has the Constitution still on his body.
I'll say that
Because that would have been an oof if, like, they did it.
I'll say they probably didn't take any paper off, but they definitely took Eagle Shot. They took
He has the cans.
the comb. They took anything that's solid that could probably be used as something to help escape.
Damn, they took the comb.
Yeah, you can make a file out of a comb. These men probably
Okay.
are experienced with
Pretty
ways to
smart.
escape. So yeah, weapons are definite out of there. But other than that, not much else.
Okay.
They definitely took your fire starters. They definitely took your Fey rifle.
Sheesh.
But I'll say they
Okay.
left your can, your Bible, and your democracy.
Your democracy. No, they took that from him too.
What about my health potion?
I'm gonna say they took that. A
Damn.
vial of liquid, yeah, they would have taken that because
That could have been a poison.
they're also trying to starve him out, and they don't want him to have anything, even if it could be used. Even if they thought it was just for rehydration, they probably would have taken it.
Can always pray to your angel.
Did they take my canteens?
They definitely. I thought they had them all in Argos, anyways.
Well, he always keeps one on him.
Oh yeah, then they took that.
But
Again, they don't want you to be drinking water or eating food.
okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I just wanted to use the health potion.
Oh.
Damn.
Any. So is that all?
That is it. I can't imagine that there's anything I could do here.
I am gonna say, this might seem a little brutal, but given the circumstances and how they're keeping you in prison, uncomfortable, for the rest cycle, I'm gonna let you take your 2 short rests, but not a long rest. So you're not gonna fully recover, but you get to roll 4d15s and recover what you
nice.
wish.
Can I do a long rest then?
Yeah, you can, because you can rest normally. You can eat, drink, and rest comfortably.
How does a long rest work again? I'm sorry.
Everything's fully recovered.
Oh, okay, cool.
But that's going to be when we get to the rest. I was letting Jacob know, because if he's not going to do anything else tonight, then he can go ahead and roll that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna roll that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So that's 1 short rest. You get another one.
that was. Wait, for each one?
Yeah, I'm letting you take 2 short rests, because it's still a long amount of time you get to rest. But you're definitely not going to be able to fully recover in the conditions you're in.
Wait.
Oh, you get another 2d15.
Yeah, okay.
So you can roll another
I'll just roll
1d15.
another 1d15. Yeah.
Damn, three pretty fucking good, 1 awful. So you remember you can only use that 14 you can only use in 1 section. So if you want to put your 14 in health, you can put it all in health. And if you want to use the 13 again for your health, you can put 13 in health.
Damn, good rolls. Good rolls.
Yeah, I'm not hurt anywhere else, but
Your mana.
physical. Oh yeah.
If you want to go Wolfie Boy again.
So is it like 1 mana per
For your wolf?
restoration? Well, is it like 1 mana per restoration point?
Per restoration point?
Well, how do I get?
It's
like,
the same
mana
as
back?
health. So for the 14 you can increase it by 14.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use the
You just can't
2
go past your
14s. I'm gonna use the 2 14s.
You got 2 13s, 1 14.
Well, I got a 14.
Yeah, you got 1 14. You said 2 14s.
Is it 2d15 and then you take the better one?
No, you get both to put where you want.
Well, see, the first one is 13 plus 1, so it's 14.
No, they're 2 separate things. So you get your 13 and your 1, and you can attribute those to what you want separately. So you can put 1 in your health and 13 in your mana.
So you have 2 13s, 1 1, and 1 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll use the first 13 in my mana.
Okay.
And then the 1 in my health.
Okay.
And then for the next one, I'm just going to use both of my health.
That makes sense. So 26 in your health. I roll.
Okay, you covered a little bit,
Yeah,
a
there we
little
go.
bit.
Okay. So Fiora, you head outside to the directions that Derek gave you, and
Mm-hmm.
you eventually get there, and you can feel it's still pretty early on in the day. After the escape, it's probably only about 9, 10 a.m. You don't
Damn.
know the exact time, but you can see the sun's coming overhead. But it got a lot windier today. The bite of the wind is definitely cutting through your jacket a little bit.
I mean, that hour-long hailstorm probably messed up the local weather pattern for
Oh
a little bit.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Because hail
Um,
probably would have kept that on the whole time this time.
hmm Oh, you're definitely out of the range of it now, so even if he still has it on, you don't have to worry about it. Uh, but yeah, as you kind of round a few cliffs and hills and through this fucking horrible little mountainside, you eventually come through like a thin path that leads around to a little cubby hole, and you see someone kind of laying there watching the road. They're laying like prone on their stomach with a rifle kind of like on their shoulder, not aiming at the moment, but at the ready to be unholstered whenever they wish to.
Pull up with my hands raised with no weapons or anything. I'm like,
Oh yeah, you're
Hail
behind them.
Obelisk?
Yeah,
Hail Obelisk? Derek sent me?
hair obelisk. Is that what you said?
No, I said Hail, like Hail
Oh,
Hydra.
oh, I.
But...
Good thing the Nazis aren't a thing yet. Um, but yeah, as you kind of say that, he definitely jumps and rolls on his back and in like the same motion, readies the rifle and looks up at you. And he at first he hears the name Derek, and then as soon as he sees it, he's like, "I don't reckon I know you." He has like kind
I
of
mean,
long wispy hair, and
I guess
a
I'm
dirty
new around
face.
here. That's completely true. There's no lie in that. But don't you want to go sleep in a warm bed or something? I could take up watch here for you.
He kind of stares with his finger on the trigger for a little bit, and then he like throws on his back, jumps up. Well, you should have just led with that. You take the watch. Good luck to you. And before you can even say anything else, he's already back down the path towards the hideout.
I shake my head a little bit and just think to myself, like, shit, oh, shouldn't have tried to scare him next time. My bad.
Mm.
Hell Hitler! That's like the.
I thought you said hair. Like I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
Uh, but yeah, as you kind of like, there's like a natural cubby on the side of this cliff here that gets like a perfect look over the river and road that's coming into Respite. You can tell why they have excelled at this operation. They've pretty much bottlenecked the town. No one can get in or out unless they want them to, really.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, with that being said, if you're going to take this watch, you're going to make a perception check.
Oh baby, I get to roll. I honestly didn't think I'd be rolling this episode, so I'm excited. Let's go. What did I upgrade? Oh, I thought I upgraded my eyes. That would have been perfect for this. I think I actually without any teammates here this time, I only have a 28.
Okay. Yeah. Risk 20.
Okay. The Watcher. Okay. Here goes nothing. Oh, yippee!
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't got
So,
them specialized, but
during your watch, it's mostly boring. A few hours roll by, clouds roll by throughout the day. And it you've done watches for camp and stuff. It's always boring, but this time you're left alone to mull through your thoughts of what has transpired in the prior hours, all alone.
yeah, I guess that's a good point. Like, it's just a perfect opportunity to kind of sit and mull over that shit and be like,
It's windy. It's cold. The snow kind of has gotten on your clothes a little bit, so it's a little bit damp after it's melted from your body heat. Your toes, especially walking through the snow, has seeped in through the boots. Your socks feel a little wet, especially the dirtiness of the sock. The stink
The
gets
other
up a little
sock.
bit. Yeah.
You. Yeah,
But
what a wonderful life. I mean, this would have been our life either way. I guess on either path is what I keep trying to tell myself.
as you sit and mull, what's Fiora thinking about?
I think about what Jacob said before I wrapped him in chains again,
Mm-hmm.
or what Hale was saying on the rhino while chasing after us. Kind of think about both of their words a little bit. Then I think Fiora wanders their memories on over to like all the talks with Florence back in the inn,
Mm-hmm.
the memory and Victor trying to help him, all the shit that went down with Cadence in the cave,
Mm-hmm.
everything about Jericho the past couple of days, right? I think they're just thinking about that, pouting in the snowy rain, the sleet. Not even pouting because they're not like pissed at the situation. They're more of just like overwhelmed in thought. Still paying attention, but kind of on autopilot with everything else.
Didn't it feel good? Didn't it feel right?
Would say got my heart racing a bit, yeah.
You should kill them.
I think they'll get themselves killed before I let another hand on them.
It wouldn't be right for another. You should twist the knife.
We're gonna have to find them first before I can think about that.
Feel,
Yeah. Oh, what's up?
feel hate for them.
I do kind of hate the way Victor acted during the whole pre-planning stage of that. So yeah, I guess little thought in my head. You're right.
Not annoyance, hate. Want to see them ripped apart. Their bowels on the ground, soaked into the earth. You can do that.
Well, if it's my path, then so be it. Even though I can't really look at my wrists properly, I kind of go back and try to use my balled up fist to look at the Derek Bashar scar.
It's not burning at the moment. It's still there. It feels almost as if it's sated.
Okay. And then I gotta like nod to myself. Like thinking through the thoughts and just nodding, not saying anything, but just nodding along.
You should kill, kill, kill. And as the words kill, kill, kill ring in with your perception check, you notice a man walking down the path, outwards, westwards.
Like out of the town? Like
Out of
trying
the
to leave the town?
Not necessarily leaving. The man looks like he doesn't have much on him. So with your perception check, I'll say you would reasonably know if someone was traveling from a small remote town like this, they'd have at least like a backpack on them. It looks like he's just in his clothing. Also looks like he's carrying a rifle on him. Looking at the garb, you recognize it has to be one of the deputies of the town.
Oh shit. Hey. I would be careful going that way. The weather's getting shittier out there.
I will say you're pretty. So like, let me ping it for you. So.
Oh, you gotta ping me. Where am I at?
The watch out that you're at is probably about right up here.
Okay.
He's walking around here. It's not super close, so you'd have to yell to get his attention.
Oh, so I'm kind of above him too, so I'd have to like go down there.
Yes, and there is like a path that looks like it's been made out a little bit to get down on the road fast. That just kind of slides down and intersects with the road right here.
See, I want to do that, but I hope they don't get pissed that I technically left my post. But this seems pretty damn important. I'm gonna roll down the hill. Not roll, but I'm gonna go down the hill. Yeah.
Yeah, you come down, sliding with the dirt a little bit, right in the path of the man that's walking alone. Looking at him, he is a striking figure, pretty damn tall, probably a good 6 to 8 inches taller than you. He has like probably one of the most chiseled jaws you've ever seen, and curly black hair that's hidden a little bit under the hat with only wisps coming out, and carrying what looks to be a rifle with a scope. And as you kind of come onto the trail, he looks at you.
Hey, I would be careful going down this way. The weather is getting real shitty in that direction.
Weather's real shitty in that direction also. What about it?
Hey, and I think as I get closer, I'm gonna like fake recognize, because I already recognized it, but I'm gonna fake like I'm just now recognizing the outfit. Do you know the Briggs siblings, Sheriff?
They're peers. Yeah, I know them.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't think I got to meet you yet. I've met with the others before. You looking for any of the bandits, right?
That's what I'm tasked with.
I have a thought then. Okay, that's really good, because I was helping your other deputies and the sheriff. Okay, I'm with the group. And I think I might have found the hideouts to where a bunch of them might be. It's just up that way. Back up that canyon. And I was scoping it out myself.
Wait, are you pointing him towards like the actual hideout right now? Or are you
I have a
deceiving
plan.
him?
Yeah, no, I am, but I have a plan. Yes.
Okay. Whew, I was supposed to say what? Okay, go ahead.
Maybe not even the where it is, but that general direction, like back where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
Look, one of my own teammates actually got taken by them recently. I don't know if you heard any chatter about that. But I've been looking for him, and I think I might have been able to find their hideout here.
Okay. You're telling the truth.
Oh God! If I have to roll, I'm gonna fail it no matter what.
I mean,
so if you want me
I'm
to,
gonna
I can.
ask you to make a roll, because like if someone just kind of rolled out of nowhere, is like, hey, this thing that you're looking for, it's right up here.
But I tried to use like all my knowledge of like, hey, I knew your buddies. I was actually tasked with them.
I'll give you a benefit, because it's like you're telling the full truth, and
I'm not lying to him technically.
I'll give you a bonus, and it is persuasion, because you're not deceiving him.
No, yeah.
But okay, I will ask, because this might be considered deception. You're telling him this. I'm gonna guess what your plan is. You're luring him in so you can bonk him and capture him, right?
Yeah. That's my goal here.
Is it really?
I mean, yes, it is.
then we're gonna call it a deception check.
Okay, I think it would be blood. It would have been blood either way, right? So like it's okay. Which is a 2.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I would say a 2 plus a path is always available, because yes, you know, I am trying to make a path available here.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of it, and then plus whatever the bonus is.
I'll give you a +5.
Okay, so it's 18.
I'm gonna look up his stats, because I do have stats for this guy.
I am a very bad liar.
Oh no. Risk 45.
Oh my God! Yeah, no. Hey, XP. Wait, it's not actually 9 though, right?
No.
Or okay.
I mean, I'll put it in. I'll get in real quick before. I wish this fucking. I stuck in a space where I can't edit the macros, but I have so much shit on this specific Roll20 game that I don't want to move to a different one to edit the macros.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Mood.
So let me see. rounds out to 5 XP, so still quite a bit.
Okay.
That being said, he kind of looks at you, and you can see he isn't holding it towards you, but he has a sense of suspicion about you. You roll out of some mountains from where the hideout is. Tell me it's that way.
Actually, like, go in the hideout. I just saw it.
You saw it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't see you.
Well,
You got
hopefully not.
you got close enough, and you just rolled on by without much of a risk.
Well, I can't enter by myself because I am just one person.
What you
I
wanted?
also can't get to my team. They're down the hill, back in Respite.
So you thought just adding me would be enough?
No, but you are like one of the deputies, and you can call for backup, right? At
Uh,
least send a letter to someone.
who's gonna run the letter?
Shit. Well, fine. I'll go keep scoping it out. I'm just gonna walk it back up.
Oh, hold on.
Well, okay.
You said you're part of some group.
We call, not very professional, but we call ourselves the Dream Team.
Tell me some of their
Jacob Wood.
names. Yeah, go ahead.
Other names? Well,
It
Like-
looks like he's considering something. While you start, you've already said Jacob Wood. It doesn't look like that name strikes him.
yeah. Well, if you don't know him, then you're probably not going to know the rest of our little group. There's like 7 of us. We rolled in with the circus.
Trust me, I might know one of them. Go ahead and tell me them. You can see he looks a little uneasy. Like his hand, like I say, he's not pointing the rifle at you, but he definitely has his hand on his rifle.
Well, you might know one of them if the bandits' plan actually worked. You know, a fucking Fiora Ross.
Mm,
Okay, well, at least it's not the wanted poster. Victor Vance? Hale?
his
Hayden?
eyes seem to jump at recognition when you say Victor Vance,
Okay.
and he kind of lets his guard down. So you split up, tracked him down, and you're headed back to let them know.
Yeah, actually, Victor is really hurt right now. I was the one who was the healthiest and I could chase after them, but they're too damn fast. I don't know how much intel you have on them, but they have some really powerful lackeys.
Why don't we go ahead and head back and talk to him? It'll be
I
good
thought
to
you
share
just
the
said that wouldn't be a
information.
good idea to talk to them. We can look at them.
Talk
If
to
you
the-
want to go in.
talk to your friends.
Oh, my friends. Yeah. Okay. You just want to head back that way towards the town?
Yeah, share the information we gathered.
Okay. I can do that. At least I know where Jacob is.
Jacob, you around here too?
He got taken to the hideout by the people.
You got
That's
taken.
why I'm here. They kind of fucked us up good. And so does he turn his back and start walking
Yeah,
while I'm with him?
He turns around as if, like he definitely let his guard down when he hears that you're a friend of Victor's. And as he turns his back, he's kind of under the presumption that you're going to be following him.
But he's going down the main road away from the hideout.
Yeah, he's going back to town. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll to sneak attack him, quote unquote. Like I'm gonna use the chains to try to ensnare his head and yank him back, try to knock him out as quick as possible, so I can take him back to the hideout.
Since you rolled and you got the situation in your favor, this is considered a surprise attack. So you get a free attack at advantage.
Oh
So-
my god, this poor dude. This poor random dude. Oh, it's not really
Ask
random,
his
it's just Michael.
name.
I know. I just assume it's Michael. I didn't want to ask because that would be kind of suspicious if I knew for some reason. Victor would know. He doesn't know that Victor told the rest of us though.
Well, you could have just been like, "Hey, what's your name, feller?"
But it didn't matter because he was walking
No.
away from the cliffside. I needed him to go back that direction regardless, even if I'm not attacking him.
Yeah.
Now that he's leading me away from where I'm supposed to be, it's like, well, I can't leave my hideout. So here's what I'm gonna try, right? Because I'm gonna add the little bonus of the wife beater. I think I'm gonna use one arm to send chains to his head and yank him back. I'm gonna yank him back into my swinging brass knuckle fist into his head, and hope to knock him out.
Okay. Which
And if it
roll?
doesn't knock him out, this is probably gonna fucking hurt. Wait, I have a couple numbers left. An 85.
He is rolling a 50.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
And remember, you're at advantage, so you get to roll twice to take the better number.
Okay. Oh my god. That's already pretty good. Let's see the second one.
I was going to say, it doesn't hurt to roll a second time.
Oh my god.
Oh my dear God.
It got better the second time. Well, yeah. How's he doing?
So yeah, you like, as soon as he turns around and lets his guard down, fucking chains like grasp him, pull him back. His body kind of wasn't expecting it, and as soon as he lets out a grunt, and then tries to prepare to face you, his like temple right between the eyes is met with some knuckles, and he sees nothing but daisies as he falls to the ground.
What? In one punch? You said he was rolling a 50, so I thought his health was a little higher than that.
50? 50's not high. Don't worry. He's
Okay.
He's not
Well, I didn't
dead.
expect that to work right away. Yeah, I'll take it back to the hideout then. Damn. Shit. Okay, because that was a roll. That was a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. Okay, cool.
Yep.
That works really well.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Well, the one thing I do feel bad is I am leaving the spot, but this might be a little important. I think he'll like this as a little gift.
Okay.
Because technically I did this because I was at the spot and I was watching.
Mhm.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad, Derek.
As you kind of come back up and roundabout, Jacob, you suddenly hear the some wind cut into the room as the tent flap opens. Derek kind of looks up at you, Fiora, as you come in with a body slung across your shoulders.
Sure, I just found Michael.
He looks at you, like yanks his head back a little bit. You what?
This is a deputy, and it's none of the deputies I recognize, so I'm pretty sure this is Michael because he recognized Victor.
Was Michael a deputy?
Oh, I thought you knew that.
No, Derek didn't know squat about Michael.
Yeah, well, sorry for telling you now, but yeah, he was a deputy, but I think this is him. You have extra set of chains in there.
He kind of rounds around to his face and like lifts up his head, grabs him by the hair. That's a hell of a fucking knot.
Oh, I really wanted him to get to sleep. Hopefully he's not dead.
You did this to an archangel by yourself.
I guess Fiora's kind of out of the know about that part. Wait, he's an archangel?
Yeah, supposed to be.
Well, I've fought things like that before, so...
Have you?
Like it. Not a archangel, but like it. Like the orphans and shit. So similar, but not the same.
Archangels make orphans look like fucking Barbie dolls.
This one seems pretty weak then. I'm gonna like rustle him a little bit. Here, I'll go ahead and put him in the room for you real quick. There's extra chains in there that won't disappear.
One second, I'm gonna make a roll for him real quick.
I love him being shocked to be like, this is Michael?
He is shocked, but as he keeps hearing more and more, I'll say he has a look of concern on his face.
Uh-oh. Can we keep an archangel here? This doesn't help my case, but I will point out, it's not Hollywood, so it's not like he's gonna be knocked out for like hours and hours or minutes and minutes. Oof.
Oh, yeah. He goes.
He
"Well,
failed the roll?
I guess he's good as a prisoner now. Go ahead and toss him in with your friend.
Okay. And so I'm gonna. So I open the door to Jacob. Hey, so I think I solved the Michael problem.
Doing his dirty work already, huh?
This is under my own volition, actually. We needed him no matter what, both sides. So I think I just did everyone a favor. I have a feeling Victor was keeping something from us because he didn't. He's the only one who spoke to these deputies.
I spoke to some of them.
Spoke to this one. I'm gonna like show Jacob his face.
This is the first time you're meeting this one. He wasn't at the sheriff's office the few times you strolled by there. You do hear him starting to rouse up, Fiora.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly get him set up. Well, Jacob, you get a new roommate. Here you go.
Yeah, as you
Lucky me.
shackle him to the wall, he kind of seems to be having his head spinning a bit. Are you going to stay in the room at all, or are you going to head on out?
I think if he could hear me, I'll give him a passing remark. It's like, oh look, I think I found Jacob. And I'm gonna walk out the room.
As never mind.
No, you can go ahead.
No, I don't leave it.
Okay. So hopefully he heard that part. There you go. But I'll walk out before he truly wakes up.
Okay. Yeah, as he rouses up and Fiora exits the room and you put back in darkness, you hear the man kind of he seems to be ruminating in the darkness a little bit. Jacob, do you say anything? Do anything?
Rise and shine.
Takes a few moments. I don't like this kind of shine.
Now that made two of us.
Who are you?
Jacob Wood was trying to stop this whole, group of bandits, but I guess my, used to be partner had a different idea.
You got a drink on you, Jacob Wood.
Oh well.
Nah, they took that from me.
Jacob, roll a perception check one more time.
Shit.
Okay. What's my risk?
I'm gonna make it pretty simple because this is a small room, so risk a 10.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
You guys are in very close quarters, like your feet are touching, and when he kind of roused up and was speaking in your direction at close quarters, first thing you notice is the reek of alcohol. Like, you've been with guys that got plastered drunk and they didn't smell this alcoholic.
You're fucked up, aren't you?
Define fucked up. My head hurts. I will say, with your perception check, you also notice, despite the reek of alcohol, he doesn't seem to be exhibiting a lot of the conditions of alcohol, like slurred speech or anything like that.
He's an archangel, all right then. Got a good stomach, good liver.
Yeah, I guess kind of. My definition of fucked up and your definition of fucked up might be two different things.
Are you one of Victor's friends?
I am.
What are you doing here?
Like I said, my used to be partner had a different idea of how to handle the situation.
He seems to sniff you a little bit. Why don't you call my brother?
Your brother.
Yeah, I can smell him on you.
Who's your brother?
Look. Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't worry about it, but go ahead. Call I'm forgetting his name, Zane.
Fucking Zadkiel.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Call Zadkiel.
Oh, you're one of those? How'd you wind up here?
That's a story that's not important.
Alright. Well. I think he's just gonna say, like, oh, Zadkiel, Angel of Justice. I have a prayer that needs answered.
Is that the prayer?
It's like a prayer that needs
Wait,
judged.
1 second. Yeah, go ahead and say that, and then as soon as you finish saying that, 1 second.
Ooh, the music's gonna change.
Give me 1 second. Come on. Where is it? God damn it. That's Raguel, I believe. That's his actual name. Zadkiel's your angel item.
It's what?
Raguel.
Ragiel?
Okay. Yes. Yeah, as soon as you finish saying that, he's like, no, it's, oh, angel of justice, I have a prayer that needs judgment.
I do it too much. Oh, Angel of Justice. I have a prayer that needs judgment.
There we go. And yeah, as soon as you say that, you feel that tingling sensation. It kind of wipes away the cold cuts that are into your body right now and just fills your hairs that make them stand on end. You can't at first make them out, but a few seconds pass and he kind of looks down at you, Jacob. Things have changed since last I saw you.
I'd say so.
And then as soon as he hears you say, I say so, Michael speaks up. Raguel, I know you can fucking hear me. Immediately, he looks over at Michael and making one more insight check for me, Jacob.
Okay.
The fucking projection of Jacob's angel slaps Michael IRL. It's just...
What's my risk?
Risk. I'm gonna say 30. 35.
Nice.
Oh my
Let's go.
goddamn.
I'm perceptive.
Yeah. I'll give you some things that you noticed during this conversation. First thing, the immediate realization that comes across Raguel's face when he sees who's sitting on the other end of this, or like right beside you. If you could summarize an expression in a word, it would be disgusted on his face.
Oh.
And he kind of scowls at the side of him. And Michael continues on. Look, you guys need to stop your little spat up there and do your fucking jobs. You got one of your good angels right here. Jacob, you said. He whispers
Say
to you.
what?
Jacob, you said. That's your name.
That's it.
You got your good angel Jacob right here all locked up in chains. I don't think that's quite just, in my opinion. And you can see that Michael's kind of looking out randomly in the room. He's not looking exactly at Raguel. Uh, and as he kind of looks down, he looks back at you, Jacob. I'd reckon you're locked up all alone. Tell me what happened.
Well, I suppose I tried to deliver a sort of justice that my ex-partner wasn't so happy about.
Well, your ex-partner.
Yeah. Fiora Royce. Maybe you know him by Fiola. I don't know if you angels know everybody. It's that kind of thing.
We only know names truly when they pass from this earth.
Mm.
Hmm. Well,
Mm.
one of my many traveling companions was, at least.
He looks at you. You got a plan yet?
Well, as far as the plan to get out, I don't see much way. But I ain't giving them what they want.
What do they
And,
want?
well, we're kind of backed into a hard place. You said I should use my best judgment to take care of this situation. Well, my best judgment led to me getting the eyes, and I was hoping I would be able to keep them away.
That sensation of the chill of your hair standing on end turns to almost a burning sensation as he gets very close to your face and takes a deep look into your eyes. You immediately, as he pulls back, as if recognizing his sudden uh, overbearingness on you, and the burning cools back down. I trust your judgment. You wouldn't work for me if I didn't, but how was getting a weapon against my mother the best option?
Well, I figured better safe in my hands than those our enemies. Well, I guess that didn't work out too much. Even God was betrayed once or twice.
Yeah, you with that perception check, you notice as you say that he glances over at Michael.
Oh.
What's your best options right now? What are your options right now? Can you escape? Can you do anything?
Oh, Kaylin.
You're gonna
What?
have to restart that sentence,
What did I cut out?
unfortunately.
Because he said as soon as you said he glanced over at Michael, it cut out.
Oh yeah, he glanced over at Michael and you see at the words of betrayed God once or twice, and then he looks down at you and he's like, "Well, what are your options? Have you tried escaping? Can you escape? What can you do right now?"
Jacob looks at his chains. Well,
My angels don't belong in chains.
well. Yeah, my options seem kind of limited at the moment. Um, I'd like to think that I could make my way out of here, or my friends will help get me out of here, but I can't rely on that. Uh, they've given me the option of helping them, which is just something I'm not gonna do, or they're gonna starve me out somehow or another. I think I'd rather starve than help them.
You can see that Raguel's visibly not conflicted, but trying to think. It seems like almost as if he's trying to balance two ginormous ordeals uh, between each other and can't quite find the center point where to focus on. And you hear Michael chirp up again. Looks like you're gonna be floundering about if he has the eyes.
Uh-oh.
Again, he can't really hear or see Raguel as far as you know. It's never done any of us good to fight between each other. None of you can get in heaven right now anyway, so just stop. Raguel goes to open his mouth again, but suddenly his presence gets torn away, and your hairs fall back down. And Michael continues on. Please? And he kind of looks at you, Jacob, with an eye. What's he saying?
He's gone. He just disappeared.
Typical.
Well, it looked like he was trying to say something. Almost like he was ripped away from us.
He kind of like nudges over to close to your shoulder. Let me tell you something about archangels. They're always trying to say something. They don't do much, though.
What does that say about you?
I'm one of them.
Say what?
I'm one of them.
Well,
All I can say is that you're hearing it from my mouth. I'm not looking to make you think I'm greater than I am. You said that they're trying to work with you.
well, it's more like they want me to work for them.
Why don't you do that? It's better than dying.
Is it?
What, you die and prove your point?
Well,
What's your point going to do in the grave?
something about maintaining integrity, blah, blah, blah.
Again, what does your integrity do in the grave? It withers and dies with you.
I ain't known to be one to be afraid of dying.
Neither am I, but still wouldn't want to die something petty of differences and stupid things. If you get an option to live, take the option to live.
Suggesting I betray the man who would have my friends killed, since I know they ain't gonna help them.
Has he killed him yet?
No, not yet, no.
Do you think he's going to kill him tonight? Tomorrow?
How can I say? I don't know. I don't know what he wants exactly.
So you're chasing vengeance on something he has yet to do.
Well, I suppose vengeance is a bit of a thing that I have an issue with.
All you types that Raguel looks at usually does.
Well, it's hard to... Sometimes it's hard to distinguish the difference between vengeance and justice.
That's a problem he has. Justice is what feels right, in my opinion. Vengeance never feels right.
Well, I agree with that one.
So
I've
you're
had my
telling me
vengeance. Where
that...
did it lead me? In
Go-
chains.
Say it one more time.
I've had my vengeance. Where did it lead me? In chains.
With your perception check from earlier, you do notice Michael's emotions seem relatively erratic, but concern has not fallen across his face at all. So I suppose you have a way out to
Concern
live.
hasn't.
No, concern has not. He seems pretty unconcerned about the situation.
He's gonna stand up and break the chains.
You're just telling me I'm going along with it for now?
Why not?
Telling me I should just go along with it and see what happens?
What's stopping you? Imaginary honor, integrity, something that you put value on and no one else does?
Well, I have a bit of a reputation, and I don't believe my old friend will just believe I'm just gonna go along with things.
Well, you can try. Till he opens
What's
up the
your
door
plan to
again.
get out of here?
I plan to get out of here. I don't really see much of a reason to get out.
And you just like it here?
Again, with your perception check, you notice that same lack of concern. Yeah, I'll give you this. It almost seems like it extends to a lack of concern for himself. Suppose it better than what I usually sleep at.
I'd like to think an angel would be sleeping on some fluffy clouds somewhere.
I'm not an angel anymore.
Well, that's interesting. Is it because of this war?
I could give less than two shits about this war. How is it a man like you knows so much about what's going on with my siblings?
Well, I guess you learn a thing or two being, helping out an angel and all.
So you just expect to take those eyes, waltz up there, and do what you need to do?
Well, I don't know what I expect at this point.
Until he opens up the door, we got some time alone.
Alright, we do.
Got any ideas on how to pass it?
Pass what?
Time. So far, you
Well,
seem like stale company. What, did Jacob just make a noise? Hello?
Hey.
Oh, did I cut out again?
Huh?
Did I cut out again?
yeah, you kind of been cutting in and out.
Do you want to like reconnect real quick?
Yeah, I'll disconnect and
King?
reconnect real quick.
Pop
Okay.
in so that we can get a scene of you and Michael. Because
Hello.
I figured it would be interesting.
This is not what
Hello.
I was expecting, I will say.
Yeah.
I'm happy it worked then.
He says, Hello. Fucking. You seem like stale company so far.
Well, still company ain't the worst thing I've been called.
Tell me a story of what the worst thing you've been called is.
Hmm. Jacob takes a bit of a grimace. Well, in recent years, I'm starting to think brother is the worst thing I've been called.
You see a saddened feeling of companionship with that statement on his face.
Aw.
You got sibling issue.
I guess you could say that.
Well, what's going on between you and your brother?
Mm. Well, because of all this shit that's been going on, the embrace, these wars, all the nonsense. I don't know what exactly caused it, but my brother somehow deemed it necessary that my family die.
I'm sorry.
Hmm. Well,
Family killing family ain't easy.
what'd you say?
Family killing family ain't easy.
No. No.
Did you know that in the entire history of heaven, only one archangel's ever been killed?
Can't
Yes.
say I did.
No. Okay. You know what angel it was? Can you take a guess?
Hmm. You ain't gonna say something weird like it was you, right?
No. I mean, her name's probably the most known name to you humans. She used to be called Samael. Yeah, history's twisted her legacy to Lucifer.
Whoa.
Twisted, huh?
Twisted.
Now tell me about old Samael then.
You know, so I'll tell you a story. This is the second rebellion that my mother's faced. You know, I was the archangel of light, the archangel that guards the gates, the archangel that was given the most amount of duty. And when I heard that Samael fell in love with something else and sought to rebel, she took her and 7 of my siblings. They fought.
Mm.
They fought hard. Your books mention it. She's an evil devil that was all about hatred of humanity. Um, she actually fought for the simple ability to love someone, truly love someone.
Well, I guess history has a way of rewarding the victor. not so much the other parties.
Yeah. You know, the victor got written about as the greatest angel of God. The one who smote the devil into hell. Michael, the archangel that was the best, the strongest. Really, I just killed my sister.
Hmm.
Family killing family ain't anything that I like to hear about.
Well, I guess you suppose you understand, or at least know, my reasoning for vengeance.
I've seen the look in your eyes and all my siblings' eyes. I did what was right. I'd do it again. But I'll never forgive myself for it. And we're gonna cut away. Fiora, as you sit and talk, or come back out as that scene transpires, do you have anything you want to say to them?
Oh, what's up? Part of what you just said cut out.
Yeah, as that scene that they're doing transpires, you walk out and you see Derek again mulling over a map. It looks like the bald man is sleeping and the man with long wispy hairs met beside him sleeping also.
So I kind of like stand next to him and whisper, so what now? Did we somehow let Icarus know about the fact that we might have Michael?
He
Too bad none of us know what he like genuinely looks like, because I've never met him before.
confirming it's him is probably one of the best things we could do right now, but if this is him, then we might actually be able to play this in our favor.
How so? What, is Icarus not exactly on the best terms with you?
All Icarus wants is revenge. Apparently, he has a bone to pick with Michael. Something about killing his mother.
Okay. Well, is that kind of like a favor for a favor thing? Does he help you with the gates of heaven or the eyes or something like that?
Yeah, apparently.
That's good then.
This is a one and done thing for him. But if we play this right, and he kind of looks back at the prison room, we could keep him on our side till the end.
Are you suggesting that we say we know where he is, but that we don't know where he is? Like that we have him yet?
We can, if we say we have him, keep him a prisoner, and at the end of all this, we'll hand him over.
Okay. I feel like if that's the case, if he's really who you're saying he is, isn't it a bad idea that it really is just that wooden door, and that's all that's keeping him out from there?
Well, we don't.
For him specifically.
We don't exactly have the best resources to make anything sturdier.
Well, I do know a place then, and I feel like you should have known about this, but I guess you didn't. When we grabbed the Eyes of Lycabon, it was in the mines. That's where the Wendigos were. And there is a part of those caves where no magic can be used, like at all. It's just a zone where everyone in that zone is basically a human, except for the Wendigo. So maybe that's a good place to stash him. At least it'll take others a really long time to get to where he is anyways, right?
He nods his head. That's a smart idea. Only
Jacob, I'm
issue,
not too worried, but yeah, if Michael is an archangel, then it's a little bit dangerous to keep him here.
the only issue with that is that we'd have to sneak them into the town and into the mines. And then we'd
Hmm.
have to operate out of there without raising any alarm bells.
Isn't there another entrance that's like more north of Respite though? That's a little bit farther from the town. If you don't want to do that, that's actually fair.
There is, but again, it's riskier than we are now in terms of others finding us out. But you're right. If it is Michael, supposedly he's supposed to be the best of the best when it comes to his archangel lot.
Oh, I really feel like he can just snap those chains any second he wants to, then. That's terrifying. I'm sorry for bringing him here if that was a bad idea.
I am wondering if he is the most powerful of the powerful. No down in your abilities, but you took him on alone.
Yeah. I doubt that any normal archangel would just get knocked out like that easily. We can talk to him after he wakes up. He seems a bit fucked up. I will pull my punch next time.
For now, we should get some rest.
Okay. You want me to rest back at that other spot? Because now that I left, there's no one there anymore.
He kind of rolls up the map on the table and puts it back in his coat and kind of like puts a hand on his shoulder. I'll take over that. I need something to keep my eyes on for a while. He kind of gestures towards the bedrolls. You lie down, get some rest.
Thanks. Don't worry. This is going pretty smoothly so far.
I'm not worried. Fiora, thank you for seeing it my way.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner.
He nods his head and walks out.
Cool. I'm just gonna spread out on a bedroll. But you know what? I think I eye the room a little bit. I'm gonna put my bedroll right there, not so I can listen to the conversation, but just so if anything happens, I'm literally right there. So there you go.
Okay.
I'll just lie down next to the door thinking about the two people in there and what they might be talking about.
Yeah. For right now, I'm going to call a 5-minute break.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, how you guys feeling so far?
This has been a really fun session, but I really didn't
feeling-
think... Oh, what's up?
What'd you say?
Fucked up.
Fucked up.
Fucked up? Oh, I'm sorry that you're in a fucking prison cell, bro. I was gonna say, though, even though this is really fun, I didn't expect this much new knowledge. Damn. This Michael guy is cool.
Also, Icarus, Michael totally, Samael is totally fucking Icarus's mom.
Oh my god, that'd be kind of fucked up. So what? Do we not kill... Did the Dream Team not kill Icarus, then? Is that something you tell them? Or what? Do you fuck up Icarus even more? What would your motivation be there?
I mean, I think Icarus needs to go, but
Oh, like you personally, like Zane. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think that information is worth not taking out Icarus if he comes at us for. So
Yeah. If Icarus tries to kill you, you can at least bring that out. It's like, I know the sin was Samael. I'm sorry. Maybe they'll give a good stun to Icarus. But dude, I can't believe I just knocked out an Archangel. What the fuck, bruh? Sorry, Michael. That's why I didn't want him to see my face again. I feel like he's gonna be pissed the next time I see him. Oh.
Not just a archangel.
like the Archangel.
Like the Archangel. Holy shit.
In biblical lore, Michael was the only angel that had the power to stand up to Lucifer.
Holy shit. You know,
His
I'm gonna flex that to Alexander whenever Alexander comes back. You dumb bitch.
Well, I'm starting to feel like he wasn't. Either he's no longer as powerful as he once was, or he just doesn't care.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what transpires.
Oof. But hey, you have a new friend. He seems pretty chill with you. You made friends with like the Archangel. That's fucking awesome. Same with Victor, technically. It's cool that they had that kind of friendship. Probably because of the same ass thing. He probably smelled Victor's like, I can smell you.
It was said in the
For
session.
Victor, he's technically family, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
JCL came through. He said a few months ago and told Michael that his son would be passing through.
Well, hell yeah. So Michael was kind of just like looking out for that, if anything. Like he knew that was gonna happen. That's cool. Well, like Jacob. So like, what is technically fuck, Zane. What's technically stopping you from like going wolf and just breaking out of the chains, right?
the fact that he has like he's literally at 0.
You use the short rest.
Okay, well, he's not literally at 0. Yeah, but he's got like 20 health. That's not enough to.
So do you
Rest
lose
out.
life over time? What the hell? I didn't know that.
No, he just.
He got knocked to 0 last session.
Yeah,
So he came
I'll
back
just get
at 1 this
knocked to
session.
0 again or killed.
I just think I understand not wanting to join them, but if you went half wolf, you can totally break those chains. And there's just a flippy little wooden door right there.
I think.
Now I understand you also not wanting to do like a 8v1 or whatever it might be in that room, but yeah. It's just like I feel bad for Jacob. Like you don't want to break out, but you don't want to join us, so you're just gonna starve. Oh, there's always the prison episode for each character. It always happens eventually.
Cadence got it.
This is like your Sabine, huh?
Cadence had it. Back in Driftwood.
Yeah, Cadence is. I think. Yeah, this is Jacob's first prison arc, right? Like Zane as a player as well. You've never been put in prison as a character. It's like an initiation. Like you're a full-on veteran at this point.
Maybe.
There was a whole ass season of Empty Skies where it was a good like 9 or 10 episodes where the majority of the party was in a jail cell of some kind or another. Like different kinds of jail cells each time from different parties.
Good.
And that was so fucking annoying sometimes. Where like your hour of session is you sitting in the cell and you're like, oh, so yeah, I throw a ball on the wall. Okay, so we move on from Tokos. All right, and then it's just like that. That was it, bro.
I'm trying to give the prisoners some stuff to learn and do.
No. I'm not saying that's that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that is always an inevitability for Sabine for some
Also,
reason. That always
100%
happens.
the reason why I wasn't going to do everyone in the same session. I get to keep you guys separated and not knowing what the others are doing.
Cool, actually.
B, if I have like 6 people that are wanting to go do stuff and then one person that's stuck in prison, like, unless I give the prisoner a lot of time, they're not going to be able to do much during a session.
But if you give me a lot of time, then the others don't get to do much. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I've had a lot of fun listening to your thoughts and learning about Jacob as a character. Too bad we couldn't do that on like fucking friendly terms, but yeah. Oh yeah. Cool learning about you. It's a really interesting 2-on-1 we got going on here.
Well, Fiora has never asked too much about Jacob.
I kind of tried. I tried to talk to you. It wasn't even like that you didn't respond, is that we didn't really hit it off or anything. Like the conversation didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. I feel the same way with Victor though. It's not that Victor hates you or Victor hate me. It's just we didn't really relate to each other that well. Like I've had a lot deeper conversations with Hale and Florence than I have with either of y'all. But sometimes it's just a party dynamic, right? Like I actually, before I absolutely pissed Cadence off, I was close with Cadence because of the 2-on-1. I wonder how Cadence will feel about this when we hear Cat's reaction.
Oh boy.
She, like, Cat herself seemed pissed, so oof. Whoops. I'm ready.
Well, 5 minutes is up. So, Jacob, throughout you kind of lose sense of what time it is, but do you ever attempt to get some sleep? Do you try and talk to Michael more? What do you do?
I think he's just talking to Michael. Maybe if like like a certain time of the night hits, like he's kind of like sleepy, maybe he tries laying his head out.
Yeah,
But I
you
doubt he'd be getting much sleep in his
Mike
position.
Michael doesn't go into too many details past the story he told you earlier, and eventually you do get that like heavy head. Fiora, you notice it looks like Derek came back from his shift and he's holding a bucket when he walks through. Uh,
A
and,
bucket?
yeah, he's holding a bucket, and
Okay.
he doesn't notice you as you're resting. He kind of just walks past and lightly opens up the prison cell. And Jacob, as you kind of like close to drifting off completely, you feel cold water splash over your body,
Oh shit.
and
I think Jacob just kind of gasps, but not much else.
wakey wakey. And you see Derek kind of take a squat and sit back in
Got
front of
any
you.
eggs and bakey?
He doesn't even acknowledge the joke. You reconsidered yet?
Well, suppose it's probably better to keep my head.
Say it a little bit louder. Don't want to misinterpret your words.
Well, I'll do what you fucking want. Don't expect me to be happy about it.
That's a weight off my chest.
Hmm.
And he kind of looks at you. This is a partnership. As soon as we're done with what we want to do together, we go separate ways. I don't need your friends hunting me down for vengeance. First thing, do you think you could convince your friends to comply also?
No.
Fair.
Okay. Well, then it looks like it's just going to be us.
Don't ask me to hurt them.
I,
That I
won't,
will not do.
I only need you to do one thing. I need you to use those pretty little eyes that you got in your head to make Lekabon listen when the time comes. Now, we got some friends, much like our friend here, and he kind of shakes Michael, who was also sleeping, that would be very interested in getting us through heaven with those eyes ears. So next step is we go hiking up a mountain. We'll see what they can offer us. Now, it's not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. So,
Hmm.
I'll let you walk freely. We're just gonna keep your hands bound. That sound fair? If you got a
About
case
as good as
against
it's
it,
gonna get, I guess.
got a case against it, make it now. Maybe
Well,
if you're under good behavior, we'll let you loosen them up a bit.
best case I have against it, what am I gonna do against your whole posse on my own?
Well, the goal is that you won't be able to do much, but also don't want you to get some courage to make a run for it when you see a shining light of hope. again, this is a partnership. If you had just stopped and talked a while back, we wouldn't need to be bound or anything.
I don't regret what I did.
I'm sure you don't. We leave in the morning. And he kind of looks over at Michael. I got different plans for you. We got some people that want your head. And Michael kind of looks up. I don't know whatever you're talking about. And he kind of nuzzles back in. Alec, he's about to go back to sleep. And you can see that aggravates Derek a little bit. He's used to getting a little bit of a rise out of people when he goads them. Well, see you in the morning. He steps out of the room. And as he... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you could take the rest, but sorry, continue.
Oh, yeah. As you see him kind of nuzzle in and wake someone else up to go take the watch. And as he lays his head down, we see the moon kind of start to rise over the horizon and the sun start to fall below the west. And as we see that happen, Derek is the first to wake up and start rousing everyone. He kind of, as soon as he sees that you're done with your rest, Fiora, he looks at you. We're going to be traveling at night. A lot less likely to be spotted under moonlight than daylight. Yuri, you're going to be taking command here. We got that prisoner. We want him kept. Don't let anyone but us know that he's here. Yuri kind of looks up at him. Lips are sealed. And then he kind of begrudgingly gets up and stretches. Fiora, you good to hold on to the chains for your friend?
Oh, is he decided to come with? Okay, yeah, absolutely.
It's his decision so far. Don't fully trust him. Something tells me
I'm
he's up to
surprised he
something.
came onto that on his own. Well, I mean, if he's saying he wants to come with, we'll keep an eye on him at least. So, I think it's fine. If he's going to try to run, it'll be a fun contest to see how far he gets. I bet only 50 feet.
He kind of looks at the rest, spouts a couple more orders, and he looks at you, Fiora. Go ahead and get our prisoner ready to ruck.
Okay. Do I know where, like, all of Jacob's stuff was put?
Yeah, this isn't a big room. You see a little area where some weapons and items are kept, and it looks like it's all in a bag.
Give me a second. Okay. I think I take the flasks and the health potion and I bring it up to Jacob.
Mm. Yeah,
well, I can bet you're parched, but I think this red one will interest you a little bit more. And then before I give him the flasks and the health potion, I kind of put them on the ground next to his legs, and I pull out some of my own bandages, and I start bandaging up all the different areas that Derek fucked up. We're on the same team again, kind of. I know you're not going to see it that way, but I think I would have done this for you regardless. And then I hand him the health potion too.
As you kind of are wrapping up a wound, a small cut, you just hear the voice in your head. Dig in.
I think Fiora actually, like, physically shakes her head and, like, backs up for a second. You go ahead. You take some drinks. I'll wait.
You're saving me now, and you're gonna save me later when your friend's plan goes through.
We have, and it looks like Fiora is still fucked up. Oh, we'll think about that later. It's okay. Shut up.
Michael kind of looks up at you, Fiora. What about me?
Oh,
I don't get
I
any
got some like.
bandages. I got a hell of a fucking knot on my head.
I did not mean to hurt you
You fully
like that.
fucking meant to do it.
Not like that. No. Apparently, you're an archangel. I didn't think
I
I'd be
ain't
able
an
to knock out a
angel.
fucking. Okay, look, I got some booze. I have some extra bandages. That's all I got, though.
I'll
I don't
take the
got another one of them
booze.
red things.
I'll
Do you
take,
want?
I'll take the
Do you want the
booze.
bandages?
No, I just want the booze.
Shit. Well, this is my personal one, so here you go. And I pull out my flask and just hand it to him.
Yeah. He, like, kind of awkwardly with the chained hand, he kind of, like, takes off the cap with his teeth.
Oh, I can take off the cap for you.
No,
I
it's
mean.
already done, and he starts guzzling it.
Before we leave, I can go see if anyone else has any extra. That should at least help.
I'll take as much as you guys have. But if you're planning on killing me, go ahead and do the deed.
That's not our plans. So.
Jacob's just like, what's the point in dying, huh?
Ooh.
I've committed my crimes. I know what my sin is. I want my punishment.
Hey, you and I have something in common.
We have nothing in common.
Well, fair. Okay. Yeah.
And he kind of looks between you and Jacob. You hurt your friend. Not something I would do.
Oh, that. Well. I never said I was a good person. Also, are you gonna roll the potion? You're gonna heal yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What is it? D15?
Yes.
I think so. I mean, you were rolling really good 15s earlier.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but
good.
it's
That's
not
about
bad.
average.
Below average, actually.
Oh, you know what? I was
8 would
trying
have
to
been
be
average.
well, you know what?
7.5 would have been average.
So low, actually below average. Yeah. Rounded down.
Yeah, do you leave the room with Michael alone?
I mean, what, you want me to just invite Yuri inside and have him have a friend? I
Oh,
mean,
no,
I can leave him alone.
I mean, if you're ready to leave him, leave him.
Oh, okay, I'm ready to leave him. I kind of look at Jacob like, well, you can say bye to him if you want.
Jacob just nods at him.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
He doesn't
Even
nod
though he's
back.
not. Yeah, there you go. The bro nod. The bro
No,
nod.
he doesn't nod back.
No,
Aw.
there's no nod back.
Oh,
That's okay. I didn't really expect a nod from him.
he rejected the bro nod. Okay. Well, yeah. I take my own chains, which hopefully are stronger than vanilla ones, and lead Jacob out of the room.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys head out, and out of the tent flap, you see Derek geared up, and as he looks at you, Fiora, Icarus should be meeting up with us, and he kind of points out at the map, about right up here on the path, and he circles a little spot that's showing pretty much just the mountain range. It's a pretty big map, and it looks like
damn.
the meetup spot's pretty far away.
Is it up north?
No, it's more east than north. It's like mostly east, slightly north. Probably
'Cause
like
I'm wondering
2
if
clicks
he's-
north, about 10
Okay.
to 12 clicks east.
Because in this general direction, this is just me speaking, Jared speaking. In this general speaking is where the fucking gates are. So it'd be interesting if we meet by the gates, like now. Like shit.
You guys don't know specifically where the gates are. So
It's up
you know
north.
it's,
of
yeah, you know it's
Respite,
in
right?
that direction. Yeah, you know it's in that direction, but you don't know the specific location.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I think I loosen up the chains a little bit to where like his hands are still together, but he can at least reach for something like a canteen or something. Here, there. At least you have enough freedom to strangle me if you want. There you go.
Don't
And
suppose
we
you have
start
a
walking.
don't suppose you have a jacket, do you? He looks at Jacob.
Not at the moment.
My
Here, you
fault
can
if you
take mine.
freeze.
Oh, well, you can still have mine if you want.
I think it'll be
Fiora,
alright.
What?
he's a prisoner.
He's a partner, I thought.
He's a partner, but he's a prisoner. He's one of them. He's
I
not
mean, I
looking to
could.
do us any favors. Let's not do him any extra favors.
Better listen to him, Fiora. I'm the big bad.
I hate those two words right next to each other. And then, yeah, I keep walking without giving you a jacket. Big bad this, big bad that. Why can't we just recognize people are complicated?
Yeah, as you guys start your journey, I will ask, at this point, we can continue on for a little bit, see what happens, or we could wait till they do their session. We're at about 2 hours and 40 minutes. And
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I don't mind keeping going, but Zane, how do you feel? I just think that's a long wait. That's the only thing I will mention. We have to wait for them, which is not till the 5th, right?
Yeah, at any time after the 5th, we'll be able to play again.
Well, I'm guessing we're not gonna be there for that one.
We also won't be there too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more. I'll
More worried about them not knowing what we're doing.
Yes, than you guys knowing what
Hello?
they're doing.
Oh.
If
Can't
anything, you could just tell me, because it doesn't matter if Jacob knows what they're doing. But if I can't know they're doing something, I can always def it myself for specific scenes.
That's fair. Yeah, I would. So yeah, I would be more open to you guys like listening in if you wanted, but you wouldn't need to be there by any means.
Okay.
Than them listening to this. But that being said, the only reason I would bring up the idea of holding this off is because I imagine if they're going to track you guys down, you guys don't want to be too far ahead of what they're doing because this is already a full day ahead of where they're at right now.
So you're asking that question, how much, if we do the extra stuff that you're suggesting, how much does that put us ahead then?
So I was probably going to end the session regardless at the meetup point because I don't want you guys super duper far ahead because there's a chance they might intersect you guys on the way up there. We don't know until they make rolls and investigate themselves.
True.
I think we could.
I just don't mind going to the meeting place.
I'll say this.
Okay.
I'll say this. You guys have already departed and are walking that way and traversing. Between the three of you, if you guys want to talk about anything, now's your time to talk.
So what changed your mind, Jacob? Because I know you didn't do that, at least willingly, or at least at first.
Figured I'd rather live and see what happens than die in some cold cell that you put me in.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, if you're gonna ask anyone, I'm an expert with cells, so been in plenty. Sorry if you don't want the small talk. I understand if you don't want to like me anymore.
Fiora, you got it all wrong.
What, myself? Or you?
Jacob doesn't respond.
Fair. Fair. I guess I don't really have anything to say to Derek. Unless Derek wants to bring something up. So that's fair.
I will say, Derek, he gives you odd looks when you talk to Jacob so friendly like. But other than that, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary with him.
Oh, I'm sorry if you don't like that. I kind of have a history of chatting up with people of all kinds. There was this guy. He was this supernatural creature that could fly and punch as hard as like 10 men. And I would always joke around and try to piss him off before fighting him. If that's not really, I don't know, professional, then I can stop it.
Having
But I guess
feelings
it's just part of
for
being me.
having feelings for an enemy is a weakness.
Is it really feelings, or is it really just? I don't know. I don't know how else to call small talk, but there's something else innately human about doing it,
Small
right?
talk and innately human things lead to harder times pulling the trigger when the time comes.
Oh, I won't have problems pulling the trigger. It's just, I maybe this is a hypocritical thing for me to say, but I only dehumanize the people I truly think deserve it, right?
Does he not deserve it?
I'll think about that one. Man, I mean, if I ever have to as a last resort, yeah, I'd kill Jacob. I just wouldn't dehumanize him while doing it. I feel really bad saying that out loud. Yeah, I think Fiora's gonna lower the chains a little bit, not like undo them or anything, but she's physically like a little bit shy about how tight they are right now. Ah, yeah.
He kind
I
of
won't have a problem pulling the trigger.
Derek stops when you say that. Fior, there's us, and there's them. At the end of the barrel, only have second thoughts as if it's one of us.
Okay, that's something I can lean towards. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. He deserves death. He deserves to be killed.
Hmm. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Jacob, you have anything you want to say or do while you walk? It's not a paved road that you guys travel on to maintain the outside borders of the town. And as you guys walk, there's lots of times where you have to awkwardly shuffle up or shuffle down small
If it's
rises.
ever a point where we have to shuffle up, I can like reel the chains in to let him climb easier. But I don't know if he's gonna resist that or not.
I think Jacob's just contemplating, observing. Jacob's kind of just lost in thought at the moment. I think he's not taking the betrayal too well.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame
You
you.
know, you can always make an insight check about other players and what they're feeling, right?
You know what? It's kind of why I keep saying out loud, like, shut up, we'll talk about this later. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, voice in my head. If you want to roll that, you can.
I mean, I would say you could roll a contested perception check. Fiora would defend with trying to hide it.
Oh, wouldn't that be my heart?
Probably, yeah.
You know what, Jacob? Look, I'm gonna just say it. That's a free fucking roll if you want it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
I
PvP
do
roll.
feel like Jacob would have some kind of thought about what's going through Fiora's mind and why all this happened.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, if you don't want to kill Fiora, you want to quote unquote fix Fiora, right? Unless you want to kill her, then go ahead.
Fix
But
ain't the word. It's just
help? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Kill Fiora. What are my other numbers, bro? I actually don't. In this specific scenario, Chris would always check the perimeter work, quote unquote, of trying to maybe mask my emotions a little bit.
Um,
No, that's a really. I mean, but I'll try.
that's a reach. I'm gonna say no to
So
that
would
one.
this
Okay.
basically just be like a perception check on my end?
Yeah, it's a perception check
Yeah.
on your end.
Can I add Rough Riders?
Yeah,
I know Fiora well enough,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. You knew old Fiora very well, so I'd say that works. Absolutely. I consider Fiora now and Fiora before the season different people at this point. Good thing the names kind of help that out too.
Oh, it needs to be a PvP roll. That's right.
PvP.
Oh God, what's your number? Oh fuck.
You
My
no
number is
longer have your plus
66.
5.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 60. Well, it's 61 then.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yo, this is how you beat Fiora in rolls because I'm rolling a 2.
What?
Rolling a
No, there's
2.
nothing else I can add. Honestly, my
I gotta-
character's not built for this.
I gotta make sure because there's
Look, because it's
nothing.
not. I can't. You could argue I could add scars to this too, right? Like poetic justice or something. But like, not good fortune walks in with honor. Not fade into masquerade. Not cruel and unusual punishment. No, there's no quick draw involved here.
No, yeah, it's 2.
What about activism? Activism cultivates coalition.
I would maybe think that, but
Yeah.
I don't think the voice and what's going on with Fiora has anything to do with like her choices.
I will
in
say with
Derek.
general, like Jacob's generally doing perception on you about everything, so I'm gonna let you add that one.
Okay. And then technically, friends make this hell slightly more tolerable, but if anything, I would use that against me of like, you would
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna say that's a
Yeah.
no go.
So it's a 6. It's a 6.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
3,
I'm ready.
2,
Wait, what's your roll again? Sorry.
61.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm ready now.
3, 2, 1, roll.
What?
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 Wait.
Wait, no,
No.
no,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, you
reversed
messed
fuck.
up. You messed up.
You
Yeah.
Okay,
reversed the
we'll
numbers.
keep Jacob's number. Does it?
Well,
does
yeah.
it-
Go ahead and do. Oh, you didn't do a PvP roll either. Go ahead.
What?
I mean,
Wait.
I
doing a
That's not
normal
a
roll.
PvP. Fuck. I'm sorry. Wait, I thought I did it the second time.
wait. You couldn't win anyway.
Yeah, you can't win
Right.
anyways, but to see how bad they fell.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
Let me
there
plug
you
that
go. That's a lot better.
You're rolling a 6,
That's a 61.
so you get still a considerable amount of XP from this. 6 XP.
Nice. Okay.
That being said, Fiora,
Uh-huh.
what are some things? I'm gonna say this perception check is going to be general shifts ever since you've made the switch in allegiance. What are some
Mhm.
things that Jacob has noticed about Fiora? Some things that he could notice. Some even things that he might be able to tell, like, oh, this is what she's thinking.
Yeah. I think whenever Fiora's ever been distraught, you've noticed that, like, they'll tend to just drift off from the party and not speak. And when spoken to, like, give off non-answers. This is very different of not only is even in moments by herself, she's kind of talking to herself for some reason, but also, like, in times of distress, she's trying to talk to you, she's trying to talk to Michael, she's trying to talk to Yuri, she's trying to talk to Derek. It's a little different this time. Very active avoidance of the issue. And then whenever no one's talking to them, it's kind of this, like, unevenness. Like, whenever she's with y'all or against or fighting someone, she's trying to look all put up and like an adult. But in times alone right now with you and Derek, she's kind of all over the place while stepping or like walking, that kind of thing.
And
That makes sense.
And I will add on, you do notice Fiora talking to themselves every now and then, specifically with that. We'll talk about that later. Mention that she let out. And I will add on earlier in the day with this success, you noticed that time that they stood up and like retreated from you when they were bandaging you. You do notice some strange things about Fiora, along with everything Fiora just told you about themselves. Again, that's what you perceive.
With that insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fucking 61. Damn, nice.
So, you do anything with that information or no?
I think Jacob just is keeping an eye on Fiora, and if he notices it again, I think he'll say something.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fuck that little voice in my head. Screw you, buddy.
Yeah, you
Want me
guys.
to kill everybody.
You guys walk for a good bit, and you come across a cliff that is a bit of a climb, just far enough for where the chains barely even reach all the way back down to Jacob after you finish the climb, Fiora. And as you're pulling and helping him up, you hear the voice, "Let go. Let go. Let him fall. Let him fall."
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think for a moment Fiora stops the reeling up and Jacob's just hanging there in the wind and Fiora's just frozen there for a second.
What's the matter? Having second thoughts?
No, no, sorry. And I start reeling you back up.
Something's going on with you. I don't just mean this whole thing.
Kill him. Push him. Kill him.
I think one of the chains dissipate. Like, the other one's still wrapped around your wrist, but it means that you're very off balance off this cliff.
Yeah, Jacob, you feel like a sudden release of tension, which knocks you off balance just a little bit, which is harrowing next to a cliffside.
Hey, no, we're not exactly looking at the same stuff, but what are you doing?
You're just gonna choke me at chance when I'm not looking, aren't you? You're just gonna go wolf and you're gonna kill Derek and I and just go back.
Yes, you will.
Oh. No. What if I just let you fall now and just take the eyes?
What the hell are you talking about? You think I would have just... If I ever thought I would hurt you, then I would have done so back then.
And then when you say that, Fiora forms the second chain again and tries and fully pulls you up the cliff this time. I'm watching you. Okay. I'm watching you. And then they look at Derek, hopefully checking to see if he noticed, and keeps walking.
Yeah, you notice that Derek was busy, looking like he's checking a compass and ensuring that you guys are taking the right route. And as he looks back, he notices you making your way forward with Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, it was a tall cliff. Had some trouble there for a second.
Ain't much of a problem. We should be getting there in a couple more hours.
Do I ever hear the voice point out anything about Derek?
Never.
Never. What the fuck? Derek? What the hell? Okay, cool. Sorry. So...
Okay, go
ahead. Are you sure that this is far enough away from town? Hope no one can catch our trail from here.
Unless someone's got a hound, I don't think anyone's sniffing us out.
I'm just saying, he could have came to our hideout. Would have made things simpler. Oh, but then he would have saw Michael. Never mind. I guess it's a good point.
Mm.
This works then.
Fiora,
Yeah.
you're committed. I know I asked that last night, but you seem uneasy.
Oh. Um. it's it's just been a rough couple of days. Not this, but just other things. So I'm committed to this cause, Derek. The rest of my life, I will also try to fix in the meantime. Just, that is definitely a lower priority. I promise you that. Mm. But hey, look, we got Jacob, we got Michael. Things are going great. We're doing just fine.
He doesn't stop his concerned look, but he looks back off towards the trail ahead. Uh, Again, I'd like to ask if either of you want to talk or do anything.
Uh, I think I look at Jacob and just say, I really wanted to give you the comb for Argos. I just think they wouldn't have let me. Know how much that means to you.
Or, there's a time a while back we talked about the secrets.
Yeah.
And speaking out about them. Obviously, I wasn't the best example leader there. I admit I have my faults. But it seems like you're keeping something, not only for me, your companion there. Maybe it almost seems like you're lying to yourself. I don't really know how to put it, but why'd you have to go and turn your back on us? What could lead you to do that?
If this is not the answer you're looking for, but it would have happened to any other group. It didn't have to be you guys, it just happened to be you guys. I found my mission at this point in my life, and it happened to be while I knew y'all. It's really shitty. But you're my enemy now, so that's what I have to believe. Maybe this isn't like Florence. Maybe this is just me. Maybe there's always been this little piece of discord in the back of my mind rotting there, waiting to fuck everything up. And you know what? I think a part of me just accepted that like a day ago. So yeah. Maybe it's me, maybe it's not. Either way, probably not a good thing. We'll see. Not a good thing for anyone else, really.
No. Doesn't sound like you're doing too much to change it. Something giving up. Doesn't sound like any Fiora I know.
You probably don't hear voices, right? I'm right in thinking that. And I'm trying to have this conversation underneath the wind, so
Yeah.
Derek isn't here. It's just Jacob and I.
Yeah.
Have you, Jacob? Man, this is truly just you and I right now.
Voices.
Voices. From your angel ever recently? Does it ever bug you? Does it ever itch at your skin? Climb up your spine like that?
Fiora, I don't.
No? Okay.
I don't have
I wasn't trying to play a game or test you. That's just, yeah, that's what's going on. And you know what? I've been trying to see if the voices were my contract or this necklace, or the rings, or Lycabon, or Derek, or something. But part of me thinks it's just my own fucked up thoughts. And I know this doesn't sound right, and this doesn't excuse anything, but I'm so tired of people telling me who I am. So I'll just play what they fear. I'll just go with what gets the job done, even if it's one that people won't approve of. It's not really a good answer, but it's one I got for you.
Playing yourself out to be some kind of bad guy.
Am I not? Have you seen the things I've done with you on my team? On your team? On our team, I mean? Like, we've only celebrated it because I'm on your side. I've always been fucked up. It just depends on where I'm aiming it, right? I always aim it at the bad people, the bad guys. But you pointed in Derek's direction and you said that is a bad guy. Kill him. So I think it's just a matter of perspective. I'm not saying I'm enlightened, but maybe I'm cursed with just the duality of it all, right? I'm a hypocrite. And I'll die one. Because I don't mind that part. That's where I was trying to say me and Michael have in common. I'm hoping something puts me down. And I'll just accept it. It'd be great. Maybe I'll fucking stop hearing those voices. That would be great.
Jacob just looks sad.
No, I'm sorry.
He doesn't speak any further.
I think before Derek notices anything, Fiora is going to ask one last thing of, do you know anything about devil contracts other than what I've told you?
Yeah, your character does.
Yeah.
Well,
I know that they take from you to give to you.
if there's one thing even Derek will never take away, is I really appreciate Cadence and y'all. At some point, we're wanting to attempt to find a way to get rid of it. So I thank you for that. But I think that's where I'm going to have to leave it. And yeah, so they'll let you return to your peace and quiet. Yeah, I also tried to make you sad. I was hoping you're going to respond to that, but whoops, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, Jacob's not super equipped to deal with.
Yeah, I was kind of just fucking trauma shaming you at that point. I'm sorry, my bad.
I mean, you didn't do anything.
Fiora.
Yeah. Oh god, you're back, you fucking asshole.
As you turn around and you expect to see a snow-covered mountaintop to travel onwards in silence,
Mm-hmm.
you see a landscape of barren blackness. The winds howl just the same. They cut just the same. The cold seeps in. The black ooze around you dripping down, falling down the mountainsides, is like ichor of hatred.
Do I still have chains? Or no, are those gone too now and I'm not even carrying Jacob anymore?
You feel your
Poland.
chains. You feel your chains, but you walk forward into blackness.
Mm-hmm.
You look back to look at the bound prisoner that you believe is Jacob. There was a time when Fiora was hurt and dismissed by a lawman, correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember that lawman's name?
Fuck.
You can make one up.
Um, I want to remember the actual thing, but that's gonna take too long. So shit. I'll throw it out there and say Robertson or like Oscar or one of those two. Pick one. Go for it.
Officer Robertson. You remember
Hmm.
him. You remember him. And you see him chained up behind you, following behind. Hatred bubbles. The voice echoes. More and more it becomes alien from yourself. As it echoes throughout this mountainside, it just tells you time and time again to kill. Hatred seeps. Kill Fiora. Kill. He's the one. He's the one. Kill him.
Bruh, excuse me.
Fiora, I want you to
What?
take 1d3 emotional damage.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think you know what you're doing there,
I
bud.
do know what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
It's double.
Yeah, I'll roll. Oh my god. Dude, that's like threatening to take away Jacob's constitution. Fuck, I'll roll.
Okay.
I will. I'm still holding chains, right?
Yes.
And it's just this
As
police
long
officer
as you
guy?
are emotionally alive, your actions are your own. You choose what to do. Fiora, it's your decision whether Fiora believes this is real or if this is fictitious in your mind.
I think what Fiora believes, and me, Jared, or Jenna, or whatever, whoever the fuck is playing for Fiora, is trying to think. I think Fiora would think this is fictitious, and so. What if it's not fictitious? No. Okay. I'm getting my numbers ready. Don't you dare tell me to roll again. Um, um, uh,
Zane, I'm DMing you real quick.
bruh.
Okay.
No. Look. Hold up. I have a roll. It's 79, but what is the risk? And if
Oh, wait. What are you rolling for exactly?
I'm gonna chainsaw the chains that are already attached.
Oh.
You're-
To cause damage?
Because I can't let go of the chains or let go of them in real life in person, because this is just a vision.
Mm-hmm.
But it might
You've
not
always
even be a
been
vision.
fucking weak, haven't you?
You hear him say behind you, the face belonging to Officer Robertson. The words echo in your brain.
Shut up! You're not even real right now.
Can't even follow your own damn feelings. Just doing what everyone else wants you to do.
No one fucking asked you to speak. Do you want me to rip your hands off?
I'd like to see you fucking try. Weakling.
Yeah. Okay. Fiora's doing the chainsaw chain thing.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
Zane.
god. Ooh, wait, what? Did he tell you to read that out loud? What?
Nah, I just made that shit up.
Mm.
Oh, that's actually epic. That's really good improv. Hell yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck, Chris?
I'm gonna simplify this just so you don't roll a 90 something and immediately kill Jacob. As you activate your chainsaw, Jacob, roll 1d15 damage.
Yeah.
And I'll explain why it's that in 1 second.
Okay.
Bro, no one's gonna want me after like a couple more sessions. Girl's gonna be on no team. Girl's gonna be kicked into the fucking trash in a second.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Nice.
Okay.
Good. Hell yes.
Yeah. So, like, as soon as the chains start revving, Jacob, you feel blades start to cut into your wrists. And Fiora, as soon as the blades cut in, the blackness fades away instantly and you're back to reality. And you see your chains cutting in, not too much. You stopped it as soon as you came back to reality. But you see the wrists around Jacob, just surface level, start to ooze some blood.
Look, Derek, can I give you some normal chains and you hold on to the prisoner. It's probably not a good idea for me. It's my biases.
He kind of
Um,
looks back. What? What's going on? You can't hold on to the chains? What's wrong?
um, I'm so happy that you've accepted me with open arms, but I've had some flaws I haven't had time to tell you about. And
Fiora, something ain't right. You need to fight it.
I just did.
Whatever.
If I didn't fight it, your hands would be gone. And I look at Derek kind of ashamed, like, it's a lot. It's a lot to explain.
Do you think
Uh,
Fiora would take emotional damage from cutting Jacob? This is the second time you accidentally hurt a friend.
I did. I definitely did after Victor. So I guess for consistency's sake. Oh look, Fiora's horrible at consistency. Do I have?
1d3.
Brother, you want fucking chaos. I swear to God, this better be like the cards, and it does nothing. Wait, what does that mean?
It doubles.
Wait, this is where you want the episode to? Are you?
I'm sure.
Well, does the music change?
Fiora, as you're overwhelmed by the sensations of what you can't make out what's real, what's fake anymore, you flicker, you blink, and you see the real world, this mountainside, and then you blink again, and you see the blackness that was beyond, and you see demons around you, and you blink again, you're back to the mountainside. Everything keeps flickering so fast that you lose track of which one's real and which one's fake until you're alone. Jacob, I don't believe you've encountered a nightmare before.
What the are you doing? What, have I encountered a nightmare before? Like me? Have I, Jared?
Yeah, you've
as a
encountered
player?
two.
Oh wait,
Oh,
I can remember one of them. But
Jacob,
yeah.
you see Fiora's body start to change, and as it malforms, bubbling up one arm bigger than the other, it comes back to a normal shape. To the other arm, bubbles up and comes back to normal shape, and Fiora's eyes turn pitch black.
Oh shit.
I think Derek sent you.
And then that's where we're going to end the session.
Dude!